For those looking to integrate Kinstretch routine into their warm-up prior to a game, here's a good mini series to use. All right, so we're gonna get in the 90-90 position using my left arm first. My right leg is gonna be in front, left leg's gonna be behind. I'm gonna go scapular cars here, so I'm gonna retract back, press forward, retract back, press forward. This whole time my torso or my midsection here isn't moving. So retract back one more time, press forward. Then as I'm pressing forward, I'm gonna press up, up and back and down and forward. One more time and reversing it, forward or back and down, back and up, forward, and relax. And then do a little transfer here. So I'm gonna use my arms to get through that. So we'll do it on the other side. 90-90 setup on the left, 90-90 setup. So I'm gonna press back, forward, back, forward. As I'm pressing forward, I'm gonna press up and back and down, forward, and then I'll reverse it. Down and back and up, forward, down, and relax. All right, so the next thing we're gonna get into is, and as you're doing the 90-90 scapular cars, mix it in. Do that 2 or 3 times. I just showed it once on each side. Just depends on what you're comfortable with, how much time you have between innings, before a game, so on and so forth. All right, so back cars on this seated heel position. I'm gonna squeeze my favorite teddy bear is an analogy I commonly use. I'm gonna come down into flexion. I'm gonna rotate towards the left, not letting my belly button move at all, and my chin is in line with my elbows. I'm gonna side bend here. I'm gonna rotate around through extension, and then I'm gonna side bend on the right side. I'll rotate towards the right, and I'll get to my starting position and come out of it. I'll go one more time, going the reverse way. I'm gonna deflate myself into flexion here, rotate towards the right, take a quality breath when needed, rotate or side bend towards the right, coming around through extension, and side bend on the left. While you're side bended, rotate. Get to a starting position here and relax. All right, so now the next thing we're gonna work on is Cossack shoulder cars. All right, so I'm gonna back up here. And for Cossack shoulder cars here is something that I'm working on, that challenges me. So I'm gonna slowly lower myself down while my heel is pressing into the floor here, right? I'm gonna have my left arm out to the side, my palm facing forward, and I'll just go through shoulder cars here, right? Rotate, get through extension. My palm's gonna face back behind me as if I'm fielding a backhanded ball. Reach back, turn the heavy doorknob, getting to an overhead position, my palm's up. I'm gonna rotate, get to where I started, press my heel through the floor, and then I'll go to the other side. Slowly sink myself down. My feet are heavy as possible on the right side. My foot's heavy as possible, right? Get to a comfortable position here. My foot's still heavy, and then I'll go into shoulder cars. I'm gonna make a fist with my right hand. My palm's gonna face forward as long as I can. Reach towards that right wrist, get to an overhead position here. My ribs are down as I start, and now I rotate through extension. My palm's facing away from me. My right foot's still heavy. I'm gonna reach back here, turn the heavy doorknob, get to an overhead position. My palm's gonna be up. I'm gonna rotate around, and then I'll come up, slow, controlled, and relax. So again, like previously stated, do that 1, 2, or 3 times depending on time and how that feels. All right, so now the next thing we're gonna go to is elbow cars with the wrist cars in between. All right, So let's actually stand up to do that. I'm gonna back up here. My feet are heavy. I'm gonna have my elbows off to the side, pressing into my rib cage here. So I'm gonna try to touch my shoulders here, the top of my shoulders to start. I'm gonna slowly lower myself down, slow, controlled, pretending I have 100-pound dumbbells in my hand. Turn the heavy doorknob down there, right? My palm is facing behind me. I'm gonna slowly come back up, rotate, and relax. So to mix in the wrist cars with that, what you do is my feet are heavy, coming down, slow, controlled, get to that midsection or really wherever you wanna insert the wrist cars. Get to extension here, rotate in towards pinky while pressing into extension at the same time. My feet are heavy as I rotate into flexion here, or my palm is trying to touch my forearm here. Rotate towards my thumb, get down to extension, relax at the wrist, continue elbow cars, and relax. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is side-lying hip cars. So my right side is gonna be in this flex position here. And on the left side, I'm gonna go through hip cars, right? My left arm is gonna be, or my left hand is gonna be on my side. I'm gonna come up into flexion, rotate up as much as I can. My right leg is pressing into the floor. And then I'm trying to take my heel and press my butt. Rotate and show my left knee towards the camera or forward. I'm gonna come around and then I'll reverse it all. Press my heel back, keep my heel low as I show the top of my knee towards the sky. I'm gonna come up into flexion here, slowly rotate, and then I'll switch positions or I'll switch sides. So left leg pressing to the floor in this flex position. Have my right hand on my hip. I'm gonna come up into flexion, rotate, try not to let that right hip move at all or tilt back. I'm gonna rotate and have the top of my knee face forward, press my heel back as I get through extension, get to where I started, or that starting position, press my heel back to reverse it, keep my heel low as I externally rotate here, come up into flexion, rotate slow controlled back to that starting position, and relax. All right. So 2 more things here, ankle cars. I'm gonna set up in this combat position here, slide my left leg forward until my foot starts to come off the floor, right? You see that little gap there? If there is a gap, I'm gonna slowly bring it back. All right, so I'm gonna grab the high ankle area here. So I'm gonna slide towards my big toe, slide towards my little toe, slide towards my big toe. Now rotate and come up. While pressing towards my big toe, rotate towards pinky toe, small toe, press down. Then I'll reverse it, come up towards pinky toe, come up towards big toe, slowly come down, rotate or slide towards little toe, and then I'll switch sides. So slowly rotate here, or slide forward, slide towards my big toe, slide towards little toe, slide towards big toe, come up here, slowly rotate towards pinky toe, press down, so then I'll come up, rotate towards big toe, slowly come down and relax. And now the last thing that you can do is called kinetic squats here. So I like to have my feet facing out like this, whatever's comfortable for you. I'm gonna start to press my heels into the floor as hard as I can. And I'm gonna slowly lower myself down. I'm really trying to get my glutes and the back of my leg to really turn on here, and I really feel it here. So I'm gonna get to the lowest point I can get to, and I'm gonna start to come up slow controlled. This whole time you're pressing your heel and your feet in the floor as heavy as possible, and then do it one more time. So coming down, pressing my legs out, right? Slowly coming down, get to an end range here, slowly come up, stop there, come back down, and then slowly bring yourself up. This whole time you're pressing your heel and your feet into the floor and relax. So that's a mini series that you can use before you get into a game, and we hope that helps.